Hey, hello, welcome to my live. How are you all doing? I can see we have a few people in here today, so please say hi so I know who I'm talking to. And sorry for the mess that is my hair today. Sorry. Oh, can you hear the church bells? 7 o'clock. Every day at 7, that church bell is dinging away. Kind of love it because, I know what time it is. It's like in our old townhouse, Thursdays at 6 o'clock, they were testing the fire alarm at the refinery, uh, what, 800 meters away. David used to work from there. So, yeah, I like it when I know what time it is. Hi, Catherine. How are you doing today, sweetie? How has your weekend been? Hi, Francesca. How has your weekend been? Mine has been kind of long. I'm home alone. Hi, Cece Angel. How are you doing? I hope you all had a wonderful weekend. I mean, I have been alone since, well, not alone. He has been sleeping at home at least. Um, David and his siblings are emptying out their mom's house. So, yeah. Catherine, your weekend has been quiet but okay. Why has it been quiet? I mean, quiet is great. I love quiet, but you don't seem quite happy with that. Francesca had a busy weekend trying to get a bunch of things done and cleaned up these days. What are you cleaning up and what are you getting done? Cece Angel is good, enjoying your Sunday. That is how it's supposed to be. Enjoying your Sunday. I have been doing a little cleaning. Um, Usually I would get Dora to do the hallway out here, but I have a bunch of yarn out there that I am supposed to try to sell from, for the estate of my mother-in-law, but it smells really bad of smoking. So I need to figure out how to go about that. Um, so yeah, I asked in a yarn selling group if you could sell a yarn that reeked of smoke, and they said yes, as long as you made aware of it. And like, okay, my brain needs to get to work with it. Um, Francesca is preparing and trying to get more room for diamond paintings to arrive in the future. Diamond paintings. I can't wait to see them. And Catherine is used to busy weekends. That would wear me out. I mean, I love this relaxing few days I've had. I mean, I do miss my husband. I miss him a lot, actually, because he's supposed to have, vacation, and I haven't seen him almost. Hi, Robbie. Happy to see you too. Hope you slept well. So yeah, it is a weird vacation this year, but it's good that he had vacation because otherwise, how would he have time for all that, you know, emptying out the house? I'm happy to hear that, Robbie. And thank you for the live yesterday. It was quite fun. My poor stomach. Oh my God. I don't know how many of you that are following what is it? It's Judy and Debbie. It's Debbie's is all fired up something and Debbie's crafting corner. I'm so sorry. These are the names, but Judy and Debbie, they're twins and they're amazing. And every Saturday evening, my time, they have a live where the Honorable Robert is attending too. And the one yesterday, it went under the belt, and I laughed so hard that I'm pretty sure my ribs on the inside is bruised from laughing. And I can't tell what happened in that live because it was absolutely supposed to be 18 and over. So, yeah. Hi, Nina. You have just relaxed after a migraine attack starting Wednesday, a reaction to my trip to Norway. Oh, I'm sorry. How was your trip? Well, I read it was good, but was it good to see your brother? It was crazy, Robbie. Oh my God. I was just sitting here. I was trying to eat, sitting here with my dinner, and it was a hard time eating because every time I tried to take a bite, I ended up laughing instead. Oh my God. You should, if you haven't seen it, go see it, but be prepared. I mean, don't try to drink or eat. At least, I don't know, the past 35 minutes or so, because, yeah, it's it's something. Yeah. It was a lot of balls, and then you can decide what kind of balls that was. Is there a link to that live? Hold on. I will try to find it. Hang on. All fired up. And we need to find channels. Where did you go? Nope, we go. All fired up crafting and lives. Hold on. So I got it. There you go. That is the link for that one, that live yesterday. But yeah, nobody under 18 is allowed to see that video, okay? They actually say that in the beginning of every live. If you're not 18, skedaddle. um It was fantastic to see my brother and his girlfriend and children, and we had some nice talks. Now he is in Mexico starting his stem cell treatment tomorrow, and I'm quite scared. Oh, Nina, I'm pretty sure that that treatment will go well. I mean, I would be more afraid for the person that needs to give him the stem cell. No, wait. Stem cells is his own, right? Or does it come from somebody? I hope it goes well no matter what. Francesca, I just accidentally flung a diamond roll into your chicken and rice meal. I hope it was a color that's easy to see. I mean, if it's white, it's gonna be an issue, right? You're welcome, both Francesca and Nina. But yeah, if you wanna laugh really hard, go to that link after the live. Oh no. It's his own, and he is, in his own words, getting a reboot. Exactly. It is really, getting your system up again with your own stem cells. But yeah, I can't believe he has to go to Mexico. He should be able to do that in Norway. I always like to call it Mexico because I think it was Ugly Betty years and years ago, and they called it Mexico. Or maybe they didn't, and it's just me being unable to say it correctly. But yeah. Oh, I need that lumbar pillow up a little. There you go. Much better. Oh, Nina, I found out why the last time you were here, why my chair keeps squeaking. It's because it got stuck under the table. So every time I moved, it would go squeak, squeak. Oh no. Oh yeah, they had to kill everything in him so that he doesn't have an immunity. Yeah. Hi Michelle, Glitter Angel. How are you doing? Did you get the cage cleaned out? Or I hope he didn't bit you again. Poor Michelle got bit by her. Is it guinea pig, isn't it, Michelle? She got bit by him yesterday. And this was another place than the live. I suggested she should spank him in the butt for doing that. And I accidentally broke Michelle because everybody was saying, hamster, sorry, Michelle. Because I told, everybody's like, Dad, they don't have a butt. I'm like, of course it has a butt. You just smack it, where the poop comes out. And I broke Michelle. Hi, Marie Casey. How are you doing? And I hope you're doing better, Michelle, with that finger of yours. But yeah, crazy day yesterday. At least I got to have some fun of my own because David didn't get home before midnight when I was almost ready to go to bed. I mean, thank you, Marie. Did it just lightning again? Oh, I'm doing fine, Marie. I'm home alone for the fifth day in a row. But I have my diamond painting and yeah, I'm just been enjoying myself and the kitties and having the house to myself. So yeah. Nina, and there is only 3 places in the world that offers this treatment for MS. Moscow? Yeah, that is a no. Mexico and Spain. Spain costs 3 times more than Mexico. You would believe that, the closer it is, the cheaper it would be. But yeah, again, I probably shouldn't expect that. Mexico is cheap. Oh, I'm glad, Michelle, that your finger is getting better at that. He got his cakes cleaned, even though he didn't deserve it. Hi, Gail. Welcome. How are you doing? How are you doing today? English is hard, but that sometimes it's just there. Oh dear. So, how many of you heard my fairy tale yesterday? I was sitting this morning like I know that story, and I was like, What's the name of it in Danish? And I've read it a gazillion times. And all of a sudden, we were eating breakfast. You was just eating, and all of a sudden oh my God, I just remembered the Danish name of it. And David goes, what? Why? Huh? The fir tree that I read yesterday, I just remembered what the Danish name was. I'm like, okay. Hi, Paige. How are you doing today? Simulating? Well, enjoy yourself. How's the health going? How's the baby? And how is the school going? Hi, Dawn. How are you doing today? Welcome. And thank you for the live yesterday. Yeah, Francesca is semi-lurking and diamond painting. You know what? It's a good idea. I mean, we should all just sit here silently diamond painting. No, it would be a weird life, right? If we were just sitting here for a few hours diamond painting and nobody really say anything, especially me, since I'm supposed to be the host. So yeah, you're tired, Paige. Well, I don't blame you for that long day you had the other day. I mean, was it 11 or 13 hours? I was like, little woman, you need to go home. It has been a very long day. Yeah. Cheers. I have iced coffee today. I bought it yesterday, and apparently it needs to be um, consumed within a few days. And I like iced coffee. Mm-hmm. I love this stuff. There's a little caramel in it as well. I mean, I could probably make it cheaper, but why wanna? I mean, I can buy it done. I mean, I do have other kinds of iced coffee, but then I need to buy milk, and this is way easier. Plus, in Denmark, milk is so expensive by now that this is cheaper than, well, it's almost cheaper than buying the milk alone. I have made my own in the before, but this is just cheaper right now, really. Oh, you just got home from a trip, Paige. Well, that would tire you out. A family gathering. Oh, by the way, was it your parents-in-law or your own parents after the flooding? I mean, I've been thinking about all of you so much. I have family up in Lillehammer, and I have seen pictures from there. And the sons of my mom's cousin, one of them, he owns a camping facility up there, and everything was flooded. I mean, they had, I don't know, a few spots where people could actually, come and camp because the rest of it were underwater. I mean, I that is crazy to me. I mean, in my town, the town that is close by and where I was born, every time we get a lot of rain, the southern part of it, because it's right down to the harbor, gets a little flooded, and it sucks for the people living there and for the restaurants down there. And people are like, well, we need to do like they're doing at the other side of um of the water down there. But the thing is, we when we have storms coming, we are um, getting a lot of high water, so we need to protect the town from that. So we can use the same um, methods as they do in Middelfart that is quite close to it. So it's kind of like, damned if you do and damned if you don't, because people don't want salt water down in the basements and in the restaurants and I don't know what. So it's kind of like, yeah, what to do? It's hard, right? I was sitting yesterday, I would just make some holes, to get the rainwater out into the water. But then I read about the high water storms, and I'm like, yeah, well, then you can't do that unless you can do something, with sliding. Yeah. Pace, there was a lot of destruction, but now they just got a new flood warning and they have to evacuate again. So they can't return home from the family gathering, but have to go to the mountain cabin. Oh no, I'm so sorry, Paige. Oh my God, more. Are you getting that much rain? I mean, we do get a lot of rain, um, but that much? I can't even imagine that. Yeah, sucks big time, Paige. And in the US and in Greece and I don't know where, the world is burning around them. I was talking to a friend who lives in BC, close to Vancouver, and she had shown me some videos and pictures from the BC area, and the world is literally burning. People are losing their homes, restaurants and hotels are burned to the ground. I mean, what kind of world are we living in by now? Yeah, Francesca, there seems to be many strange weather patterns around the world. Yeah, I mean, look at Hawaii, Maui. It's almost burned to the ground, and Greece is burning, Greece in Europe, and then BC. I'm not sure if there is wildfire, wildfires other places in Canada because I've just been speaking with my friend in the BC. But I mean, I yeah. Australia will come later in their summer. Right now it's winter in Australia, but they usually have a lot of wildfires as well. So it sucks. I mean, I wish we could do something. And everybody's going around saying, yeah, we need to protect the earth and less CO2 and I don't know what. But can you imagine the amount of CO2 going up into the atmosphere with all these fires? I mean, that is just as bad, right? So I don't know. I don't know. I mean, it's been years since I saw, oh God, what was the name of it? Before the Flood with Leonardo DiCaprio. And then I just saw on one of those free news networks on our TV that they're still talking about the same in the US. I mean, how they need to do something to make India want to skip the fossil using and go directly to, the more good product to use, like um, electricity and stuff like that. And I'm like, you know what? The president or whoever it was in India talked with Leonardo about this years and years ago by now. Why are they still talking about that? I don't know. And at the same time, I'm over here, being sorry. I'm over here thinking, I don't want an electric car because at least our system isn't ready for everybody to have an electric car. So if everybody got one of those cars, we would end up having no electricity for, I don't know, days or something, which is, yeah. So we're talking about getting another, fossil driven car for, and drive it until it's done, because then hopefully there will be many other options than just the electric cars, because I don't want that. We're just beginning to see the oh God, what's the name of it? I can't remember the name of the kind of fossil. We have a factory here in nearby, but yeah. So yeah, a lot of stuff going on around the world. Yeah, Don, it is sorry and sad about Norway. I really, really do hope that there won't be as much flooding this time around. Oh, look, it's raining again. Talking about that. Earlier today, we had a big, I don't know if we would call it a rainstorm coming by, but that was lightning and thunder galore. And I was like, just sitting here looking at it. In the beginning, I just saw the lightning and heard the thunder, but we didn't get any water. So I was like, yeah, maybe it's just, moving north of us, but we absolutely got the tail end of it. So yeah, that was interesting. I mean, all of a sudden it just said, whoosh, and the rain was there. So yeah, cheers. So, what have you all been up to this week? Let me know. I think everybody is just listening to me rambling and going, oh dear, there she goes again. Another rambling rant. I'm sorry. I mean, I do need to talk, right? Oh, I'm almost done with row 7 on my diamond painting. And when I'm done with that, hang on, phone, I just have one little row left. I mean, how can I even, hang on. I just have a little row left, and I'm so happy. I just need to figure out what to do after that one. Angel is listening while trying to get her whip done so I can work on your chills and thrills and chills. Which one are you doing then, Angel? I have no idea what I'm going to work on after this one. I might start knitting again. I think. Yeah, I think I'm going to knit a little um, because I need to do different things in the knitting world. I need to make some baby clothes. I need to make something for Rosa because that's been a while. Um, so yeah. So Dawn is getting ready for the installers to put new carpet in the living room and flooring in the kitchen. Ooh, you need to show that on your Instagram. I want to see that one. Francesca is saying that I collected quite the stash of DACs. Yes, I have around 40 now. Yeah. So I haven't been buying anything for almost a month now. Everything that I find, that I like goes directly into the wish list because no, 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 no. Yeah, I need to do more diamond paintings. I need to work faster. So I am practicing my multi-placing, even though it looked a little weird in this one. But I need to work a little faster and get some of all of those done. I'm still trying to figure out what to do with the one that I've done because I don't know, maybe these I just have to roll up and put somewhere, give them away or throw them away. I don't know. So yeah. Francesca is saying it would be so fun for Dawn to see the new flooring, and Dawn will show it when it's done. Yay! Oh, I understand that you're excited, Dawn. It's kind of like there's something amazing about see new flooring being, put in your home. I mean, I remember getting new flooring in here and in the bedroom, and it was so different from, what was there before we moved in, and it's just amazing. Francesca, I think that is such a dilemma for us serial diamond painters. What do you do with all the finished ones? Exactly. What do you do with them? I mean, I don't want to sell them because what would you take for them, And I don't think there is even a market for that over here, at least. I've been trying to give some of them away, and even that isn't interesting for anyone. I mean, yeah. Angel is working on Sheena Pike, Daydream Galaxy Wolves. Next up is Magic Rat. Not sure why I love it. Not sure why you love the Magic Rat or the Sheena Pike. Because Magic Rat is actually on my wish list because I love the fantasy part of it. But I have been looking um, through a lot of my wish lists from Diamond Art Club, and I've been like, you know what? A lot of them is actually kind of dark, and I don't like kind of dark. But maybe one day I'm like, yeah, well, I need something darker in my life instead of all those color ones. But yeah, I really like that Magic Rat. done, you're putting them back in the box. I have done that with the 2 diamond art clubs I did. They're just in the box. Francesca has seen 2 Instagram channels of people selling finished diamonds paintings. Well, I haven't heard anyone over here doing it, but maybe because, sorry again, maybe again because most Danish diamond painters buy the cheaper ones. I don't know. I don't know. Angel, the magic rats are so not my style, but it's cool. It is cool. I like the colors. I love that it has wings. Doesn't it have wings? If I remember correctly, it has. I don't know. I just love the colors of it. Nina has given up on the one you're doing right now. It is one of the $5 ones, and I'm missing drills in 3 of the colors. Ooh, you need to come and pick up your diamond painting. Yeah, I was with the same Francesca. Really? Channels that sell diamond paintings? Francesca, yeah, but I have no idea of how successful they are at it. Well, you don't know. I have seen on Etsy someone trying to sell their finished diamond paintings, and the prices, oh my God, some of them were like $200 or $300 because they choose to frame them. And I'm like, you don't expect to get that much money, do you? I mean, and then the paintings are sitting there forever because nobody want to buy a diamond painting for $300. I mean, a finished one. You just got it delivered, Angel, on a Sunday. I heard a lot of Americans get their mail on Sundays, which is totally crazy because we don't do that over here. So yeah, I can't remember. I don't think we've ever been able to get our mail on Sundays. Back in the day when I was a child, maybe young adult, they did bring out mail on Saturdays, but that's been years. Nina hasn't had her car this week. First, it was at the mechanics for a 2-year check, and then my oldest came and borrowed it, and I'm just getting it back tomorrow. Oh, Nina, what is she doing with the car for all that time? And hopefully, she's paying for the fuel, right? I need to get more of this. I think for a liter is about $2, which isn't bad here. I mean, over here, anything is so much more expensive than in the US. I guess you can get this for what, 50 cents or something? Even coffee is expensive over here. I think, I don't know, it's almost like 15, what? Is it 16, $17 for a 500 gram, which is about a pound of coffee? No, 2 pounds of coffee. Oh my God, everybody, Francesca has a question. That has never happened before. Please. What is the question, Francesca? Sorry, my eye is itchy today. Never. No, it's never happened before, Francesca. Oh, my eye is itchy. That would be a first. Francesca has questions. Well, today's a question. Let's see what she has for us today. In the meantime, I can look at my yarn and trying to find out what colors to use with it. She has been to my cousin's 30th birthday on the West Coast, and it was close to impossible to get there by train and bus, so I said it was okay to borrow it. I didn't know it would be for so long. How can a birthday last for that many days? Okay, Francesca, would you prefer to be able to would you prefer to be able to but pre-planned bling drills? Now to buy pre-planned bling drills for your diamond paintings, or do you prefer buying your collection of bling and putting on the diamond painting as you see fit? I absolutely prefer them being charted because I have no idea how to do that on my own. Maybe in about 10 years I can do it, but as is right now, I need it to be charted on the diamond painting because yeah. But that is just me. What does everybody else say? Nina, if you have friends and a good job, apparently you can celebrate for a week. Well, maybe. I find it hard enough to even celebrate for a day. Dawn wants pre-planned. Yes, I'm not the only one. Everybody else? Anybody else? Let us know, please. What do you prefer? Nina agrees with me on the one-day birthday. Catherine wants pre-planned. So that is 3 for pre-planned. Gail likes pre-planned. Gail like a collection of bling drills, but could go for pre-made as well. Just diamond paints. Hi, sweetie. How are you doing? Pre-planned bling is easier. Nina is, I haven't tried, so can't answer. But you can still have an idea if you would rather put the bling on yourself or you want it to be on the canvas, so you just have to dot it. Yes, I get lazy when it comes to blinging up. I get that. CC Angel, I love the new pre-planned extras that Timu is doing. Or Tima. Oh, I was thinking Tima is doing. Yeah. It's okay. It's okay, Jess. You can look and work all you want to here. But I'm glad you showed up and said hi. So Nina would, as of now, just have it planned. Okay, says Francesca. That leaves me to a second question. Of course. Marie says pre-planned. So that is a lot of pre-planned. Except for Paige, who likes a collection of bling drills. I mean, you could, and then still have them pre-planned for you, and then just add some extra if you feel like it. Nina, no, Francesca. Oh dear. Nobody expects Francesca to have any questions at all. That is no. Oh dear. I mean, what would one of my lives be without Francesca having questions? It would just be a weird one. Nina, have it ever just been the one? I don't know. I think one time or maybe. Okay. Francesca, almost anonymous. Wow. Say you purchase a $60 diamond painting. How much are you willing to pay for a pre-planned package of extra special drills? I mean, considering of most of my diamond paintings from Diamond Art Club is close to $100. I mean, some. I mean, I don't know how much, but Francesca, I think I have a reputation. And Nina's like, I love it, Francesca. It's a shock. Francesca got questions, says Catherine. Don, I bought the bling package for Sunrise, but the sea and moon goddess from Timor, and I like that they charge it for you, but it can get pricey. Francesca asked, "What's a reasonable price?" Jess is saying, "I don't know, $10 max. If they aren't charted in, I would probably skip the extra bling." Oh no, even Catherine is teasing me. um, Jess tends to forget when they aren't charted, which is why I would like them to, be pre-planned so I know where to put them. How much would I pay? I mean, 20, 25 would be the max, I think. But the biggest issue here is for me that when I purchase through, for example, Diamond Art Club, I have my VAT and customs paid. So maybe that is why, it is more expensive for me. Um, yeah. Yes, as I said, I'm lazy. Francesca, Don, what would not be too Don, what would not wait? Don, what would be not pricey for you then? Catherine would pay £25, which is what, around $20? Maybe. Dawn is saying $25. Like me, 2025. I mean, if it could be sent as a package, as a gift, and with the pricing being lower than around 35, like around $40 or so, I would be willing to pay up to 30, just because it would be the same price as a DAC for me. But I know that's the issue with buying from small shops. I mean, I did just buy from a well-known pen establishment that did that for me, so that I didn't have to pay even more, because with shipping and everything, it ended up being almost $100. Angel, I think it depends on how many extra drills you're talking about. If you're only adding 2 to 4, it wouldn't be worth $25. 6 to 8 different ones would. Nina says 10%. Dawn paid $60 for Sunrise by the Sea, and that was a lot. That is a lot. Wow. Yeah, I wouldn't be willing to pay that much. $60. That is a diamond painting for most people. Yeah, that is a lot, says Francesca, but you probably had leftovers, I'm guessing. Yeah, I mean, you do need to have a little extra in case, there is drills that is, trashy, but I'm still dumbfounded over here. $60? Gail wants to know, how many packages did you get? I want to know too. 60? It was 18 different enhancements. Yeah, well, so about $2 a piece. But still, I mean, some of them would just have to be like itsy bitsy amounts. But yeah, you don't think that's bad, Gail? For 18? I mean, what if some of the enhancement was just like 10 drills? I don't know how she works. I mean, she is working on the enhancement for astronomer. So yeah, we'll have to see. Hopefully it won't be that expensive. And yeah, I wonder if we have a beautiful, lovely Berta in here today. Nina, it's be right back. Okay. I'm still thinking about Berta's little puppy. Francesca, how many of you have tried glass crystals like Swarovski quality? Um, Francesca, Berta is probably working. I think she is. Hold on a second. Ah! Do you mean like these, Francesca? Because these are kind of like silver ones. I mean, they're silver on the backing, and then they're like glass on the front. Just haven't tried glass aside from Tina's sparklers, and Dawn have used glow glass from Tima. But these are from AliExpress, so I don't know. I know they're not Swarovski quality. No, wait, this is the silver ones. These are the glass ones. I mean, they're not Swarovski, but hang on. You mostly see the silver backings. And then I have the golds. It's, I don't know, what are they? What are they called? Crystals something, I think. Some of them are gold, some of them are silver, and then some of them, they're called crystals. I know they're not glass. I said that's the only one that I have. Then I have some quad cubes. But I have never tried glass ones. I would kind of be afraid to drop them and then the shadow all over the place. Yeah. But it would be fun. What kind of glue would you need? I mean, if it's glass, I would maybe be afraid that no matter what you use, it would leave some residue. They don't break. Well then. But what would you need to place them? Tweezers? I can do that. Because I don't want residue on them. But it's intriguing, isn't it? Putting glass on the diamond painting. So yeah. Just place her glass sparklers with a regular pen. The glass sticks to the regular diamond painting canvas, no extra needed, and they can be placed with your usual pen with wax or putty. So no residue or anything. They don't break, but they are heavier. So my glue dots would be a good idea because they're heavier. I place most of my ABs with my tweezers. Yeah, I like that. So no residue. Okay. Yeah, that's been a thing of mine to place my ABs with my tweezers. Oh yeah, I think so too, Don, that they're beautiful, those glass ones. If you use a lot of sparklers, the weight can be significant. I believe you, Jess. I mean, even this one that has a few ABs, it has two ABs in it, and it's heavy when I move it around. And Francesca, they are heavier, Jess, but they sparkle like nothing else, in my humble opinion. Oh, I believe you, Francesca. And Jess is saying, nothing shines like glass drills. Now I want to try them. See, you made me jealous. Now I want to try them. Will there be any of those on your cat and yarn one? Because I want to try them now. Oh, would you mind, those of you who haven't, to push the like button? Because it helps, apparently. And I have had people liking my channel, subscribing, and then poof, a few days after, apparently I'm losing them again, and I have no idea why. Maybe I am boring, or maybe my videos are too long, or I don't know. I'm just enjoying doing this, and I love you being here. So, I'll just keep it here at around 330 something subscribers. That is, fine, right? I like it. Nothing shines like glass. I want to see them now, those glass drills. Oh, I lost one again. I can't complain. Sorry. I lost someone. Francesca, my diamond paintings won't include glass crystals for now, but there may be some additional offerings with the diamond paintings. Huh, interesting. I'm not boring, Kale. Thank you. Oh dear. Can I just say I want the sun to come back? I am done with all this rain. Oh, we have. Oh God, what's the name of them? Hold on, hang on. I need to find the English name of them. But we have birds galore out here, and I absolutely love it. CC Angel Francesca, do you have a shop? Yes, she has. Francesca's, yeah, StudioWorks.com. She sells drills for now, but about my birthday, she's starting to sell diamond paintings. So yeah, you need to go find out. Francesca, can you please link? Oh, thank you, Dawn. I love you too. Can you please link your shop? It is also down in the description, by the way, CC Angel. The description, yeah, I have the link for Francesca's shop. House sparrow. Huh. Anyway, is that the right word? House sparrows? And why is it a house sparrow? I have done a soft launch, Angel, selling resin drills, but the diamond paintings have not launched yet. Yeah. No problem, Francesca. I've been thinking you might as well be down there because usually you have a sneak peek. So, do you know what a house sparrow is? These little birdies. Kind of looking like these ones. Ah, thank you, Francesca. Do you know these birds? Apparently, they're called house sparrows. Am I suggesting a sneak peek, Francesca? Always. Always, always. Oh, this is a better picture. They can also have a brown head. Apparently, then they are a forest house sparrow. Yeah, but they're not a real sparrow. Maybe you call them that. Anywho, we have a lot of those around here and swallows, and they're having an enormous party flying around, making, singing and tweeting, and I love it. Um, the other morning, when David was leaving for his mom's house, we had them all over the place. I was just standing outside for like half an hour, just listening and looking at all those birds playing in the air and landing on, people's house on the roofs. And I loved it. I loved it. I loved it. I mean, all those little birdies. Francesca is sending me pictures. Donnie Wahlberg, that is not it. This one is called Penguin Love. Do you want to see it? You want to see the sneak peek? Just a sparrow. Okay. Are you ready for a sneak peek? Say yes. Because this one is cute. No? Okay, then just me. Gil, Dawn, Angel. Okay. Here it is. Isn't it cute? The little penguin with a knitted hat and scarf. It is adorable, and a little heart. It is cute. Oh, look at that little pom-pom. Hi, Nina. Welcome back. It's so adorable. What will the size be, Francesca? And will it be a round or square? I would think this one would do well as a round. But then again, there is a lot of confetti. Yes, Nina, it is cute. I mean, I think this one would do well as a round. What do you think? I mean, there is a lot of confetti in it. I don't know. I mean, everything in my world should be squares, but it's cute, adorable. Ta-da! You are lagging. It's okay. Starting my working to death till the retreat. Gonna work at least 8-12 hours pretty much every day till I leave for the retreat. No days off. Oh, I'm sorry, Berta. But it has been a rough and expensive week. I hope your baby is doing better. Did you find out what was wrong with him? It's the square. Wow. Dawn agrees round. Nina agrees. Yeah, Angel is asking Berta how's the baby. And saying hi to Berta. Did you see the sneak peek, Berta? The little penguin? I mean, I understand why it is a square, Francesca, because there is a lot of confetti in it. I mean, can I get somehow? Oh, stop it! Just looking the hat, right? There's a lot of colors in it right here. So, I mean, it is a lot of confetti. A square penguin. The little penguin baby. So, yeah. Ooh, I can see blue sky now. It is a mix of color blocking and confetti. I will send you the rendering to see. Ooh, we're getting a rendering. I really like that. Penguin love. You just need to know how big it is and how many colors and ABs. I think it's rather good that I don't live in the US because I would be poor by now. It is 39 colors with 3 ABs and it is a 40 by 56 That is a nice size. It's a snack size. It is a snack size comparing to some of the other ones I have here. I mean, yeah, mine, the littlest one is a snack size. The littlest one I have, well, besides from the Muni Maid and the Flintstones one, this one is the littlest one I have. Free the House Elves, which is a 64 by 43. So yeah, I have 3 little ones. I have a baby crying out there. He is not happy with me being in here. Francesca is saying hi to Berta. 40 by 56. That is a good size, but then again, it isn't really that big. The rendering, you want to see the rendering? This is the rendering. Oh yeah, I see it. There is color blocking. It's hard to show you. Let's see if I can get away with that one. You see the eyes is color blocking. Then you have the beak that is a lot of confetti. And the body, the arms, is color blocking. The hat is both, right? There is some color blocking, but also some confetti. It is so cute. How about the floof down here? Oh, there is some color blocking in the floof. Francesca has another snack size that is around, but we'll show that another week. Deal. Right, Nina? It's beautiful. I love it. I love it. And I love how many squares you have. Ooh, talking about squares. Those of you who are in the VIP group, have you noticed that people is complaining how, sorry, oh, one would think that yawning would be over by now. Anyway, people have been complaining that the past, I don't know, 3 weeks or so, most of the diamond painting having been released are squares. What they then, happily forget is before that, there was like a month and a half where every diamond painting was around. And I mean, they do kind of shift it. Then there will be a while where, it's about half. I mean, like, hello. I mean, and it also depends, it depends on the artwork because some of them won't, translate very well to rounds. So I don't know. I mean, right now they can make each and every one of them around because then I won't be persuaded into buying one. If they're all around, it's easy. And I don't need to have a work on these ones. Eventually. Angel, people are crazy. I like squares better, but I will get around if the picture is a must-have. Yeah, I know a lot of people are like that. I mean, I read someone who said, if I like the picture, I buy it, and then when it arrives, I'll know if it's a round or square. And I'm like, hey, great for you. I mean, Francesca, you mentioned your birthday coming up, but I think we have a few around now. Paige was August 20th, and Gail is coming up this week and the 31st, right? Yes. Paige had her birthday a little while ago, and Gail is coming up. And we have some more in September, didn't we? Francesca finds it interesting that Jess never looks at the shape. Oh, Gail, we need to say happy birthday to you then. It is the 31st and it's, no, yeah, the 31st and it's second. So happy birthday, Gail. I hope you will have an amazing day with friends and family and gifts if you like those. You just had your birthday, Jess. Happy birthday. You never make a big deal out of it? Me neither. I mean, I will have my knitting club coming over on my birthday. Just because, it's kind of been a tradition by now that if it's possible, they will show up on my birthday or one of the days around it. So, yeah. And this year they are here on my birthday, which is, you know, I just like the company, no matter what day it is. Yes, happy birthday. Yes, happy birthday, Gail. Everyone, a happy birthday. If I could sing, I would sing you a song, but I wouldn't do that to you. I won't do that to your poor ears. I don't sing very well. Jess is 47. How about you, Gail? What will your new number be? Jess, I keep telling everyone I turned 46. Hey, I told everybody that my next birthday would be 43, which is a lie because I'm 43 right now. I mean, with age, you keep, you're losing track of how old you are, right? I'm somewhere around in the middle of my 40s. That's usually what I say because sometimes I need to know, wait, what? How old am I now? Old. Just if you say it enough, it'll stick. Yeah, yeah. And Francesca says Jess is just a baby. Gail will be 60. Your first birthday without your Jessie. Aw, I'm sorry. Hopefully you will celebrate and then people will help you make that birthday a little easier. I mean, I would understand if you wanted, to completely forget your birthday, but 60 is, something. Oh, and Dawn has her birthday. Happy birthday, Dawn. Will that be on next Sunday? What date do we have next Sunday? Yeah. So I guess we won't see you next Sunday, Dawn. 59. Yeah, 60 is a milestone. So yeah. Nina, I'm not old, only 39 and some months, at least until your next birthday. Me, I'll be 44. Yeah, happy birthday to everyone who had a birthday recently or who will have a birthday very soon. Francesca just had a birthday as well and turned 54. Happy birthday, everybody. We are a lot of Virgos or Leos, right? Yeah, Leos. Okay, I'm back. Ugh, I pressed the wrong button and I froze my computer here at work. Had to restart. Okay, back to work I go. I'm sorry, but I hate when that happens. Francesca is asking when Nina's birthday is. Yeah, Leo. Dawn, I'll be here. My hubby referee prefers soccer on the weekends, so we'll celebrate on Friday. So we have to celebrate a little for Dawn on next weekend on her birthday. What will we be doing? I might need to find some bubbles. And if everybody else get bubbles, maybe some cake, and that way we can celebrate Dawn on her birthday. Maybe. I need to figure that out. Yeah, at least I can find some bubbles. Yeah, we need to celebrate you, Dawn, on your birthday. It's kind of a shame mine is on a Thursday, right? Next year it'll be Saturday because it's a what is it called in English? The year with the extra day in it. Yes, everybody is hopefully had or have a happy birthday. Snuggy, hi, welcome. Working and lurking, yay. Leap year, that's the name of it. I was like, what is the name of it? Thank you, Berta, Don, and Francesca, and Gail. Leap year, that is it. Snuggy, you should have answered all of Francesca's questions if you were here, of course. Francesca, Dawn, you always hit and send. You always hit send a half second before me. Well, that just means you agree, and great minds think alike. It's like you're not actually working, but working on girls' hair. Ooh, what are you working on the girls' hair? Nina has her birthday in February, and since my daughters have told me I can only count 10 years in months, I have to be 49 and some months. I turn around corner. You'll be 50 next year? Huh. You can only count 10 years in months. I would never be able to do that. So if anyone asked that of me, I would just say, nuh-uh, no. What? You'll be 50. I'll be 44. I mean, in 6 years, I'll be 50. It's just a number. You just need to say like the new kids do, age is just a number. I'm trying to remember the song right now. Anyway, Angel turned 57 and your son is 37 and grandson is 17. So your son was quite young when he became a daddy. And you were 20. Wait, you were 20 and your son was 20. That's funny. So, I mean, your grandson has to be a dad in 3 years' time, to keep. Then you'll be a great grandma at 60. Oh, that'll be cool. And then when you're 80, you'll be a great great grandma. Oh, your grandson is your daughter's? Then you're cheating. How old is your daughter? You're cheating us here. I just thought, that it matched so well with 20 years. She's 38. So you were 19 when you had her. Huh. And she would have been 19, no, 21, right? I can't, math isn't. Yeah, I can't count. So she's 38. So she'd have been 21 when he was born. So he have to be 23. You were 18 when she was born, a month before your 19th birthday. What did your parents say being a parent so early? I mean, over here, people would be a little, that is too early. You need to be enjoying your youth and you need to go to school, and God darn it. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Some parents, right? Hold up. I need to get my water. You just think it's cool that we're all 20 years apart. It is. You were just old when you got married. That is so wrong. So wrong. But then again, I kind of disowned my own parents. So my mom kicked me out when I was 15. And then when I tried to, get some place to live, all of a sudden she never said it. That is twisted, right? I just um, I put up a video yesterday. At first, I was like, "Oh no, this is one of those videos trying to tell you what a bad child you are because you don't talk to your parents." And I was like, "Okay, I don't need to see this." And then it ended completely different about, how the parents maybe should consider what they did since the child chose to be more or less parentless, an orphanage when they were young. I'm like, huh, I like that one, so I had to share it. Nina, it is, but you have turned out absolutely fine, Mia. You are a fantastic person. Oh, thank you. I'm not sure I can function well with all that praise. Some of it has to be David's doing. Yeah. Do you know in a month, around a month, we've been together 20 years. 20. That's crazy. I've known him for 23, and we will be having our 16th anniversary on the 15th. People are telling me, that we chose our wedding day so that it'll be easy for him because it's the day after my birthday. And I was like, yeah, no, because I really wanted to be married on the day we got engaged, which was on September the 16th. But the year after, the Saturday would have been the 17th. So, no. Oh, thank you, Nina. He's lucky and I'm lucky. So, yeah. Thank you, Francesca. Yeah. So, we picked the 15th just because it was funny. My birthday, the 14th, our wedding anniversary on the 15th, and the day we got engaged on the 16th. And to make it even more funny, we started dating on the 19th, which should have been the 17th, right? But, it is funny. But we met in the beginning of May. So that is not September. But otherwise than that, most of it is in September. Yeah, that's kind of funny. I'm sitting here looking over there, being like, what should I knit? Because Rosa is a girl, and the little baby that I'm supposed to knit to will be a girl. So I have so many babies in my life right now. Everybody's having babies. Do you think any of them will be willing to hand over that baby? No? Okay. It's okay. I get to have Rosa once a week. But from next week, not this week, but the week after that, our Mondays will be Thursdays. Nina, can't girls wear blue and green? Oh, absolutely. Rosa does that all the time. She does. But she likes, pinks and purples, and for now at least, she loves it. She likes a lot of colors, but if she gets to choose, she's choosing pinks and reds and purples right now. And I kind of think, and this is me, my weird brain, that babies can look like both genders. So you don't need to. My head, I think that babies need to have something on that can kind of tell you what gender it is. Because if you go walking around with a baby in green and blue and I don't know what, oh, look at that little boy. That's not a boy, that's a girl. Unless you give them on little skirts and stuff in blue and green. But yeah. Nina, your oldest chose blue and green but couldn't get enough of lace and dresses. That is cute. I mean, if they choose it themselves, amazing. I mean, Rosa do choose the girly colors, and I'm pretty sure within a few years it'll be something else, which is just as amazing. My sister's middle child, when she was around 4 or 5, everything had to be purple. But these days, everything has to be black or what is the color? Green or something? I don't know. Jess, my daughter was born bald, always mistaken for a boy even when she wore girly colors. That's because people are just ignorant. I was so excited when she got enough hair to put bows and hair ties. Couldn't you just have put those little elastic bows on her even though there was no hair? I would have done that. Francesca is good with blue and green. My favorite color was always blue, and my mom used to always dress me in pinks, which I disliked then as a child. I mean, you should absolutely go with the colors that you like, even as a child. I wasn't asked. I just had to wear dresses and skirts and girly colors, which drove me crazy, which is why I listen to what Rosa is saying. And she wants those color right now. And if she next year comes and tells me she likes brown, I will knit in brown. But yeah, Nina, I grew up choosing for her when she was 2. She got 2 sets in the morning to choose from, otherwise, we couldn't get her dressed. I did that with Pauli when I lived in Berlin, because if I just let her choose herself, she would choose um, inappropriate clothes for like the winter. She would choose, shorts and stuff like that. So I had out 2 or 3 sets of clothes. It's like, which one do you want to wear today? And we went with the one she chose. Mm, yeah, she had this ginormous head and the hairband left dents in her skull. Oh no, poor baby. Yeah, it can be hard, Francesca. Yes, I had a ball dressing up for my daughter. She was followed by 3 boys. Ah, I had a ball dressing up my daughter. She was followed by 3 boys. Is it just me? And which again, me. Isn't it just funnier to buy clothes for little girls than boys? There are so many skirts and beautiful, not just pink and red, okay? There's so many cute little skirts and dresses and bows and hair accessories. It's so much more fun. Yeah, the first girl, I absolutely. Nina Francesca, my favorite color has always been the deep bottle green and B&O blue. B&O blue is a very intense blue, like a 995. Yes, girl, are so funny to dress. Boy, just wear uh, a boys' wear is just boring, in my opinion. Talking about 995s and everything, how many of you have been looking at the picture, the color that I needed you to look at this week? have you been looking at the community page to have a guess at the color this week? Because again, I tried my darnest to find a color. Now I just need to look at it myself, what color I chose. Oh, sorry, what happened here? Dawn is guessing 3326. Gail, I always wanted a girl. I had 2 boys and a stepdaughter, but she was already 15. But she had 2 girls that I got to dress up. Yay! Jess is like too dark for 963. Francesca is guessing 3716. Nina and Francesca, even Diva Blue, if the color in Google is correct, it's hard to explain. Jess goes with 3326. Gail is going with 894. And Francesca and Nina are still talking about blues. More guesses? More guesses. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 guesses. And we have 10 people in here. Please guess. I would love to hear your thoughts and your guesses for this week's DMC. I love this game. And I don't think anybody else has this game, do they? I've never seen anyone else doing it. Just 894 is a strong contender. Francesca, 3326 and 605 are my second choices after the 3716 I guessed first. Yeah. Dawn, you already guessed, but you also guessed 604. I haven't said anything is wrong or right because I wanted more people to join in the fun. Have any of you seen this game anywhere else? Who knows? Maybe all of a sudden it goes, all over the place. Angel is guessing 3326. There is a lot of guesses on that one. Maybe because it is 3326. Yeah, wouldn't that be fun, Francesca, if it went viral? Oh, I would love that. Everybody would like, oh yeah, this came from Mia. No. Maybe Mia got the idea. Gail, 956. That is a good, nowhere else, right? I think it's fun. I would love, if other did it and I got to guess, because I'm kind of cheating. I know what color it is. It would be so funny. It's okay, Francesca. I think 312 is the closest on your page, Francesca. 312. Which one is that? Hang on. I need to look. 312. 312. Hang on. What happened to the 3? Oh, that is a beautiful one. Navy blue light. What would be my favorite in the blues? The blues. Hang on. The blues. I like 517 in the blues. Is 312 purple? No, it's a blue one, Snaggy. Francesca's go, oh, that's like a cobalt or late lapis lazuli. Do what, blue, Nia? I like most colors, really. But I do mostly like the girly colors. I mean, hello, hello, hello. But I do love blues and greens too. But my favorite colors are the girly colors. Completely what I didn't like as a child. As a child, I was like, give me blues and greens and blacks. But as an adult, I embraced the inner girl in me and went totally girly color. I mean, as a child, I hated dresses. I literally hated them. People had to talk me into wearing a dress at my confirmation because I wanted to wear, pants and a top. But apparently that wasn't appropriate back then. I mean, today girls wear suits for their confirmations. They're just white, which again, it's dangerous with me because just look at me at my wedding. I have these cute little spots on my wedding dress because we had something hummer, lobster bisque, whatever it's called, and the they were kind of like an orangey color, and I was like, see, I can wear white without staining it. So we had this big joke about me, the napkin, those cloth napkins you get when you're out dining nice places. It was red, okay? Yeah, it was red. So I stuffed it in my wedding dress, because. So yeah, that was kind of funny. And people took pictures of it just because they found it funny. Francesca, Nina, your note got out in YouTube Dale. What? What note? When my daughter was little, she liked to tell people her favorite color was clear. Cool. That is a nice color. Even though it doesn't work well with clothes, I mean, then it ends up kind of like my fairy tale last week. And somebody will tell, but he doesn't wear anything. No, but he doesn't have anything on. Oh, I didn't even notice that, Francesca. I was busy talking. Yeah, it is cute, but well, I mean, as long as he got something, like a little top or leggings on under it, a clear dress would be so fun. Kind of like the raincoats that people wore a while ago that were clear, and the rain boots that you could get in clear as well. Those were very, very popular within the knitting community because then you could see all the knitted socks that people have been making when you wore these, see-through rain boots. Can you remember that, Nina, when everybody bought those clear rain boots? It was so funny because then you could see all those colorful socks. I wanted a pair of those just because they were fun because I haven't knitted a pair of socks. I still ought to eventually. Oh, don't do that. Look at all my wrinkles. I'm getting old. Oh no. I mean the smiley wrinkles, they're fine. Yeah, she is pretty funny. Sounds like it, Dawn. I guess the wrinkles I have is because I'm so expressive in my face when I'm talking. Because I've seen some people just talking like this and their face never moves, and I'm like, I'm sorry, but I can't see your feelings right now. You never understood it, Nina? I found it quite funny that they were like, oh, look at my fancy socks. I just liked them because they were see through. I mean, that was so funny. Yeah. And then also with the very colorful raincoats. Do you remember those, Nina? I forgot the name of the company. Was it Catvi or something? They had these totally colorful whatever raincoats. And I was like, ooh, I want one of those, but I wouldn't pay the price because they were almost like I don't know, $200 or something, $150 for a raincoat. And I was like, yeah, that's not gonna happen. I mean, yeah, no, that is too much for a raincoat. But I did love the colors. So yeah. Hmm. I wonder. I can't wait to see this diamond painting done. You don't remember those, Nina? Oh, they were so popular as well. Maybe because a lot of it was a lot of the moms buying it from that company that sells children's clothes. I think it was Catvi or one of the other ones. The one with the apples? No, it wasn't the one with the apples. Sorry for everybody else. We have these um, clothing companies in Denmark that sells, you know, highly expensive clothes for little kids. I mean, you can pay I don't know, 70 or $80 for this teeny tiny top for a tot no, not for a toddler, for a baby, like in the size 4 to 5 months. And I mean, they would only be able to wear those for what, a month or something? And then they'll be too small. And I was like, so you want me to pay $80 for a teeny tiny top for a baby? Nina, you don't do much in rainwear since I've grown up. I tend to just stay inside or get wet if it's raining. Yeah, I mean, I had to have it when I was biking for the train station when I was studying in Odense because sometimes it was easier to just take my bike down there instead of waiting for the bus and it taking me, I don't know, almost an hour to get to the train station. No, 45 minutes, but that is almost an hour. And I could, bike down there in 10 minutes or so. But sometimes it was raining really, really heavy. So I needed my rainwear. I mean, one time when I came home, luckily it was on my way home, even though I had my rainwear, the jacket and the pants, I was wet to my underwear. Thank God my bag with all my papers and computers and whatever had a protecting thing over it that held it dry because everything would have been ruined if that one had gotten wet as well. But I remember coming home and just drenched to my underwear. I need to take off everything and take a warm shower because I was shivering like, I don't know, like a wet dog or wet cat. Yeah. But I don't like the rain today because, like I usually say, I'm not very big as to begin with, and I'm shrinking in all that rain. I mean, hello. I don't need to be any shorter than I am because eventually I'll just disappear. I'm around 5'2", and I know people are shorter than that, but I don't need to get any shorter than that. I need to reach stuff. I mean, I can still reach everything there. But at the top shelf here, I kind of have a little issue, reaching it. Mm, Nina, my late mother in law had 8 kids and had made boxes for 0 to 3 months, 3 to 6 months, etc., with all the essentials. So when the baby was born, you got the first box and then you gave that back and got the next. That was, brilliant. If I have a little step ladder around the house, I do. Right now it's in the kitchen because sometime I need to go into one of the cabinets, and that is a high one. It's almost 2 meters high, and there is not a chance in the bleep for me to reach up there. So yes, we do have one. But sometimes it's just easier to call for David and say help. And then sometimes he will yell back at me, "Don't you have the ladder?" And I'm like, "Yeah, why don't you use it? Because I want you to get out here." I mean, hello. Wouldn't that just be sad if I didn't? I mean, he should come out there and help me, right? Then when he's not there, I use the ladder. I mean, he is. I figured it out the other day. He is 6'2" something, I think. Isn't it? Now I'm curious. How tall is he? We're done looking at the sparrows. 190 centimeters in feet. He is 6.233 feet. And so he's 6 feet 251 by 64 inches. Okay, Francesca, can you make me some too? I need a little sugar in it. Yeah, 6 feet 2. What does the 51 over 64 inches mean? It looks like this. 6 feet 2. Is that because there is 64 to an inch, so he's more likely to be 6 feet 3 inches? I don't get it. It's way easier to say in centimeters. You should go metric, okay? Metric is way easier. How does you? I don't get it. How do you understand that? Dawn is sending me pictures. It's pretty. 190, Nina. Look at the one Dawn just sent me. Isn't it pretty? Maybe if I turned on some light, it'll be. Hold on. Will this be enough? Look at it. It's so pretty. Look at all those purples and pinks and blues. Oh, this is a rainbow, Dawn. I love it. I love it. So many colors. Hello. I can't wait. Dawn, Angel wants to know where you got that. Crystal canvases. Yeah, I was pretty sure that'll be it. Crystal canvases has these amazing pure crystal diamond paintings. But again, all the steep prices for that. Yeah. But I can't wait to see the Timor suggestion for the astronomer. Oh, how many of you were following Mr. and Mrs. Dubois on Instagram? Because if you do, take a look at the event page for 2024. Yeah, that is. An angel has to check out that page. Good idea. Please go to the Mr. and Mrs. Dubois event page to take a look because there is a certain event at the top. Yes. Mm-hmm. Nina, have you all ever to picture, tried to have a picture in your head, but not being creatively enough to put it on a paper? Oh, all the time. All the time. What was it? I've been knitting for how many years now? 11 years. So maybe 7 or 8 years ago, I had this idea of an amazing kind of, top to have over something else, kind of like a longer cardigan, but it was closed, where I wanted to have a V top, kind of like this, but then it was closed for, I don't know, 40 centimeters, and then it was opened down again. But my little brain couldn't figure out how to do that. And when I tried to put it down on paper, people looked at me weirdly. Dawn has one with a cat that's half done from crystal canvases. Crystal canvas art too. Thank you, Berta, for putting that one in. So take a look at the top one. Okay, Berta, talk to you soon. Take care. Bye. I guess I know that Zoom call. But yeah, so we're in the first events page. I asked Kay when she'll put up the 2024 event page on the Diamond Painting Event Facebook group, and she said October. I was like, wait, what? That's late. Isn't it the Zoom I'm thinking about, Berta? Or is it another Zoom? I mean, I'm thinking the Creative Crafters one, but I'm not sure. Maybe it's another Zoom. I don't know. But last time you had to go to a Zoom, that was it. It's another Zoom. Well, enjoy, have fun, and we'll talk another day. Bye, Bird. I love you. Ooh, for the retreat. That one is important. Enjoy the Zoom, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye. Love you, Berta. Oh, dear. It's so sad it's getting dark outside. I want the summer back, okay? I mean, just a month and a half ago, it would be light until almost midnight. And now it's not even 9 and it's getting dark outside. I could live in the summer all year around. Yeah, I could live in the summer year round. Yeah. What are people doing? Is that my husband coming home? I don't know. Is that my husband? Nope, not my husband. I was like, wait, what is that car riding out there? Like, that can't be. That doesn't look like my husband's coming home. But no. Jess and Dawn loves the summer as well. Oh, Jess, come to. No, Jess, because you have tornadoes and stuff. And plus you have animals that I'd be too afraid of. But I would love to go to Florida to Disney World, Disney, whatever. You don't have hurricanes. How about dangerous animals that can bite me and kill me? You know why I love the summer and the heat? Because I don't have very much pain when I'm, for instance, uh, you don't have tornadoes, but you do have hurricanes. See, those are just as bad in my world. Isn't a tornado and a hurricane basically the same? Right, but they're basically the same, right? A lot of winds, a lot of rain, and things break. Basically the same. A hurricane is a horrible rain and windstorm. Yeah, and I know, and the tornadoes is the things going down. But basically, almost the same. They ruin stuff, and there's a lot of rain. We sometimes have mini tornadoes when it rains a lot and there's a lot of wind. We can see those thin little go down, and they barely touch the ground, and then we had one recently down by the border to Germany. Stuff was just flying all over the place. And I was like, wait, what happened down there? And oh my God. Right, Don? I love when we've been in Turkey and it's just like I can walk and stand and function in ways I can't hear. And I'm like, can I please stay here, for the rest of my life? But then I remember, oh yeah, they have winters too, even though their winters are, you know, better than ours, but they can get snow, and then it doesn't matter because we most likely have snow here too. Just have lived through some nasty hurricanes. See, it would scare the bejesus out of me. Or give me the heebie jeebies. I love those words. Yeah, many people move around due to health. I know. I mean, I'm getting used to the cold here as well. I just don't go out as much. I prefer staying in here, knitting and diamond painting, and have a fire in the wood stove. Oh, I can't wait for that to be the time of year. I know people already have the fires in the wooden stoves, and I'd be like, wait, what? I would die from heat. But no, no, we just opened the doors and the windows. And I'm like, then why? Oh, because it's so cozy. Huh? Explain yourselves. Just my aunt moved south for the warmth. It helped her MS symptoms alleviate. Yeah, I've heard that a lot of the elderly moves to Florida to have a more pain-free life. But yeah, I'd then I just moved south here instead. We don't have all those hurricanes and tornadoes over here. We do have a lot of rain though. And then in Greece and stuff like that, we do have the fires, which is why I don't move to Greece. I don't know where I would live. Francesca, she lives in Florida. She was telling me to move to Florida. And then I said I would be scared of all the hurricanes or tornadoes or whatever I ended up calling them. Kissing me? Kissing me? Kissing me? Did I say any of those correctly? Kissing me? Is that the right one? Okay. See, I'm looking at it and think, kiss me. I would call it that all the time. Kiss me. Many pronounce it with with the accent and the second I. Huh. So it would be kissy me. This time, Francesca beat her. I mean, kiss me would just be so much easier, right? Kissy me. Kiss me. See, it isn't that hard at all. Really? Now I want to know who found these hard to pronounce cities. I mean, we have a lot of cities here that's the same, and I'm like, why didn't we have enough names to throw around? You can't remember which state. I'm pretty sure Google can help us out, but yeah, we do have a lot of the same names here as well. I mean, I think I told you. Hang on. Um, in Florida, they were all Native American. Oh, okay. My sister Leah, that have sometimes been in here as well. She lives in this teeny tiny village, maybe bigger than ours, but she lives in this tiny village that has the name Lem, but close by, like, I don't know, 50, 60 kilometers, there's another town with the same, yeah, another town with the same name. But in that town, they produce windmills, the wings and stuff like that. So I don't know how often it happens. Well, she used to live in that town. Anyway, how many times it happened that these big 18 wheelers showed up in her village asking for directions to the windmill factory. And my sister would be like, yeah, okay, you have to turn around 360, go to the roundabout, go that way, and you'll be there. Like, yeah, but this town has the same name. It's like, yeah, but still 360 roundabout that way. Just the names of many cities and streets and such. Yeah, it is hard to pronounce them. Yeah. I think it's cool that in Denmark we have Paris and Rome. Yeah. Then David went there one day and he sent me pictures of this little tower in the little town Paris, and he went like, I would have thought the Eiffel Tower would have been much more impressive. Then he went to the city called Rome, and then he sent me a picture like, I thought that St. Peter's Church would be bigger than this. And I was about dead laughing. Try pronouncing Tohope, Tohope Kaliga. Tohope Kaliga. To Tohope. No. Ikan Ikan Lakhache. Ikan Lakhache. No, 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 no. We just say Toho and Econ Trail. Oh, I believe you. I would probably do the same. I don't even. There is too many letters in those words. You need to send me a message where you actually say them so I can hear it. Because those are just humble jumble letters in, yeah. The city names in New Zealand is so hard to, Nina. Oh, I believe you. I mean, just go to Finland. They have way too many letters in their words too. Just you can't say them? And how about Pohopo, Pohopoco, Pohopoki, Pohopoki Drive, Pohopoki. No, Pohopoco Drive. Pohopoki. I did, yes, Pohopoki Drive. Yes, when I moved here, I died laughing at all the native names. Yeah, super long and too many consonants for me. Yes, Pohopoki. You need to think about that one, Dawn, to say them Pohopoko, Pohopoki, Pohopoko, Pohopoko. It's a little loco poco, isn't it? Poco loco. Well, I could write you names, the city names, that you would be like, huh? Like, oh, let's take one of the ones. Lake Drive? Well, yeah. A lot of Americans and English people laugh about this one. But you will never guess how it's supposed to be said. So, yeah, that one has a lot of English speaking people laughing. I will tell you how to pronounce it in just a little bit, but I want you to try to figure it out by yourselves first. Because when I've told English speaking people how to pronounce it, they go, really? See, I told you'd be laughing, right? Because you are thinking middle fart. Oh, yeah. Yes. Then it is fart control in middle fart. Jess, is there a silent vowel in there? No, not at all. Oh yes, Francesca, Ausfahrt. Exactly. That is the city that you'll find the most in Germany. Ausfahrt. That is what we say here. What city do you find the most in Germany? Ausfahrt. So are you ready to hear how you pronounce it? So it said Middelfahrt. Middelfahrt. Yeah, but it is with a soft D, Middelfahrt. So it isn't a fart, but fart. Oh, and if I would write you my city name, you would be endlessly confused. Because I don't think any of you would guess how to pronounce that one. I think I'll try it. Let's see if you can guess. This is my birth city, and I live just outside of it. Oh, that last little thingy there wasn't supposed to be there. There you go. Yeah, I know. control. So yeah, how many of you know how to pronounce that one? You're getting close, Dawn. Is the I before the A pronounced? Yes, yes. Klemenska. You're getting close, Francesca. Right? Close. It is called Fralasha. Oh, yeah. But that is the Bonhalmsk. You know what? They're so weird over there. That is way off what you were thinking, Jess. Yeah, well. And you know what? Depending on where you live in Denmark, they have their own way of saying it, Fredericia. Because some people says Fredericia, which was like, wait, what in what world are you born? And then on the trains, and some people say Fredericia. And I would go, I'm sorry, but where do you find either that T or the K in Fredericia? And people are like, well, so please stop and say my city's name correctly because there is no T and there is no K in it. But yeah, it is so fun. I love, trying to pronounce a foreign words and names and cities because I'm standing there, trying with my Danish brain to figure out, the how to say that. I'm like, yeah, no, that isn't right. And then when people say it, I'm like, was it that easy? No, that has to be wrong. I find that so funny. Look at the time. Wow. We've been chatting for 2 hours and almost 10 minutes. This is fun. Yeah. Okay, I have a question for you. If you could speak any language in the world, which one would you choose? Exactly, Dawn. Time flies when you're having fun. You could go for another hour, Nina. Well, as long as people is here, I mean, Dawn would love to speak French. So does Francesca. Thank you, Nina. Jess wants to be able to speak Mandarin or Japanese. Yeah, you too. Great minds think alike. Nina wants to speak Portuguese. Mm, I want to speak Turkish. I know a little bit of it, but I would love to be able to speak it fluently. Yeah, that would be my choice. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Mandarin would be so useful by now, or Japanese. Gail wants to be able to speak Gaelic. That would be interesting as well. Yeah, that would be fun too. I mean, there's so many languages out there. I mean, Russian would be fun too, right? I mean, right now we don't speak to Russia, but imagine, when the world comes together and Putin is hopefully removed from world power well, not world power, but Russian power, it would be, fun to be able to communicate and make business and stuff like that with the Russians again, because the people aren't the ones that make the problem. Francesca, Gaelic is cool. I'd put Latin up there too. I spoke Latin back when I was 16 and I wrote it, but I long since forgot it. Um, Jazz Gaelic is kind of cool. It is. And also, Jazz Russian is a cool language. I know a few words in Russian. I think I know one, but I don't. There are so many different versions of it. But one of them, there is Nastrovia, Nastravia. It's basically all that Russian word, like it's cheers. So it's kind of Nostravia, Nastravia, Nastravia. Yeah. So basically, you can say Nastravia, cheers. France would be nice if only to be able to get around France. Yeah, but they are getting better at English down there. It's the same with Spanish, right? Because then you could go to kind of like to go to Portugal and you could go to Brazil and they would kind of understand each other. Kind of. And it's the same, if the Italian, Spanish, and French is similar without being the same. So if you can understand the one, you'd be able to pretty easily learn the other ones. That is what my French teacher told me back when I was 16. Back then, I believed it. I'm not sure if it's true now, but that was what that woman told me. But again, she was a drunk, so who knows? That's the one I told you about a while back that showed up for class in a net tub with nothing under it. Yeah, she was a drunk. Mm, just very similar. Romance language are very similar. Yeah, and Francesca agrees. Nina, I got around communicating with a French shop by speaking Spanish. That was fun. Huh. See, Don, what? Yes, I'm fluent in Spanish and English. I can read French pretty well. Yeah. I used to take both Spanish and French, but basically forgotten all about it again. It's been a million years. My French comes out with a Spanish accent. Just studied French for 2 years. Does it? No, 7 years. I have this little heart down in the corner. It makes it hard for me to get the last words in the sentences. It looks like I'm having disco light in here. You hate that heart? Maybe I need to remove it then. Yeah, maybe I should just remove it from my life. There's an option. I keep forgetting to uncheck it because it's checked from the beginning. Maybe I just need to uncheck it. Yes, I can do that. It's kind of when you plan a live, it's something like show reactions, something like that. Mm. But in some people's lives, it's kind of like, oh, the heart, and people are sending hearts, and I don't know what. Francesca says, nice, yes, I am fluent in Italian and English, and do fairly well in Spanish, and can do basics in German. See, you know a lot of languages too, Francesca. I have my Danish, English, and German, Then I know a little bit of Turkish. I understand Norwegian. Uh, I understand a little bit of Swedish in writing. I mean, this is, I no, not understand. I can read Norwegian. I can read a little Swedish. I don't understand squat of what they're saying to me. Um, Yes, we're getting a lot of people visiting Central Florida speaking Portuguese. So you can understand a lot of Portuguese. Oh, yeah, Dawn. Francesca and Jess, you are impressive. Absolutely. I feel a little inferior over here. Yeah. When I was younger, I would have loved to know Brazilian Portuguese. Yeah, they do. They overlap a lot. It's kind of like, if you want to speak Dutch, you can. If you learn Dutch, you would know a lot of German, English, and Danish. So yeah, it's basically a mix of those. But yeah, but it's fun, isn't it? Just once you get fluent in a few, it's amazing how much you can pick up from other languages. Oh, absolutely. Francesca, well, I have my parents to thank. They are Italian born, and I lived in Italy 4 years. So that was my first language. Then we moved to the US. Kids learn quickly. Oh, absolutely. Kids are little sponges. Yeah, they do get easier when you know a few of them. I think I would have been able to learn French and Spanish, but I just wasn't interested. Don, if I grew up speaking English, I grew up listening to a lot of English because our TV shows and a lot of the movies aren't translated. So we hear them in English. And then, you know, when you hear it a lot, you start speaking it. Um, so yeah, I did grow up. I mean, my first language is Danish. I mean, so that is the one that I grew up with. But English became my second language from when I was very young. Um, yeah, I don't know. I mean, we traveled, camped in Germany when I was quite little, and we met people that spoke English, and I, communicated communicated with the kids in that little English that I knew, and listening to those again, I grew my vocabulary. So yeah, and then I had English in school, and for some reason I was better than the rest of my classmates because even though they had the same option as me, some people are better at picking up languages than others. And I pick up, well, I did pick up languages very easily. So yeah, just started with Spanish at home. Nina, I did speak some Indonesian, but have forgotten it all now, some 30 years later. Jess, Spanish at home, English everywhere else. That is cool, Jess. Thank you, Don. She said that I speak English very well. Jess, plus I watched a lot of Spanish soap operas and spent summers in Puerto Rico completely immersed in Spanish. Francesca, that's how we were, Jess. Italian at home and English everywhere else. Thank you, Jess. And thank you, Francesca. I noticed because I watched some of my own videos that I have a horrible accent. Here I was thinking, oh, my English is so good. I mean, my English is good because I threw away the Danish accents and then I listened to it. I was like, ooh, that's not good. I mean, I have the vocabulary and the words and everything, but the accent, dear my. Nina, you speak languages better than you write them. I mean, I write English and German quite as well as Danish. I mean, I had pen pals basically all over the world. So I did write a lot of English and German growing up. And then I moved to Germany when I was 18 and I lived in a German family. Um, so, I mean, I had to learn it very fast. Uh, just I've heard stronger accent than yours. Really? I mean, but as long as you understand, I have sometimes with the southern accents and the Texan one. I'm like, huh? You also pick up the accents fast in Danish and English? Huh. I hate when David comes home and he's been, I don't know, to Bornholm or to the northern parts of Sjælland on Jutland. I was like, okay, once again, so I can understand it. Okay? Okay. Thank you, Don. The accent makes it unique. Yeah, well, I like listening to accents. I really do. But yeah, it can be hard to listen to, you know? It's kind of like we have some accents here in Denmark that I find incredibly difficult to understand, for a longer period of time. If it's just a word here or a word there, fine. I get it. Um, but yeah, some of them is hard. Some of them I grew up with, like my sister and her parents and grandparents. Well, her parents is her mom and stepdad, and then my her mom's parents lived in the middle of Jutland, and they have this specific, well, yeah, mid-western part of Jutland, and they have this specific accent as well. I grew up with it, so for me it's totally easy to understand. But I remember one of the first times when David met them all, and he was like, "Okay, I'm good at accents, but I'm not sure I understand all of it." I'm like, "What? What? It's easy." mm, Francesca, women more so than men have tendencies to pick up accents. Nina, in a wedding in Belfast, Northern Ireland, they asked me how long I have lived there within the 2 days. Yeah, well, in Berlin, when I lived there, I had to show people my passport to prove that I wasn't German. But then again, I spoke that every day for 16 months. So, I mean, every day, except for the few weeks that I was in Denmark on vacation. So, yeah. When I studied in Odense, the biggest city on Funen, um, a lot of people, family and friends said, "Oh, you speak that accent more than David, who was actually born on that island." I'm like, "Yeah, well, again, every day, many hours a day, I'm around that accent, so it's basically second nature to me." The same with the accent they have in the southern part of Denmark. Here in Jylland, we have family down there. So, but in the beginning, I understood squat of what they were saying. And I was like, huh? Or something like, yeah, I'm not saying anything until I have a lawyer and a dictionary next to me because I don't understand anything here. But, I've gotten better and now I basically talk like them. It's so funny. Yeah. I've never been to Northern Ireland. I've never been to Ireland. I remember when we were in Scotland in Glasgow for a football weekend, and we had this. We were sitting there in the soccer stadium. I need to remember that isn't football for you, it's soccer. We were sitting there at the soccer stadium, surrounded by Scottish people. We were this big group of Danish people, and then we had the Scottish all around us. And behind me, my dad and brother, there was this Scottish man, and um, they heard us speak Danish, and then they, asked us where we were from. And my brother was so young, so he didn't really speak a lot of English by that time. He did some, of course. So, and my dad, he understands it. But yeah, so I turned around and I, told them, yeah, well, we're from Denmark. And then they started speaking in their Scotch accent. And I was kind of looking at them and, um, I'm sorry, but are you speaking English? I was, 15 years old? Um, and they kind of laughed at me, not in a mean way. They laughed with me or something. And then they, switched to the high English, if you want. And, I understood them again. I was like, oh, lovely. I get you now. So, yeah. But they were like, oh, how old are you? And I was 15 at the time, I think. It's like, oh, and you learned English already? I'm like, well, I learned English since I was a child. Yeah. But those men, they would just be yabbing away, and I understand squat of it. I mean, like, okay, please try again. Yeah. I mean, it wasn't much better in London when we watched the soccer there, because some of the accents in London, we have a lot of these cities around London that is more or less a part of London, but it has their own names. And some of those accents, yikes, they're bad too. I would actually go as far as to say that the British accents are way worse than the Americans. Yeah, that again, my opinion. Yeah, it was funny. It was really, really funny. And my brother was like, when he first heard the Scotch accent, he was like, "Where do you think they're from? Do they come from whatever country?" And I was like, "Yeah, no, I think they're Scottish, but they're not speaking English." Yeah, well, yeah, but it's the accent. Yeah, the accents can be a pain in the butt. But yeah, that's funny. I'm wondering when my husband is coming home today. Oh, well, maybe it'll be like yesterday, a midnight party, right? The British is harder than the American. Yeah. Oh, I also love to listening to the Canadian accents. Those are great too. And then, if you want to hear a funny accent, then listen to a German who's trying to speak English. I mean, it's gotten better, absolutely gotten better. But when I lived in Berlin back in 99, 98, 90, no, when did I move down there? 98 and 99. Uh, G'day, Terry, g'day. How are you doing? Koala, Koala Craft is Terry. She lives in ta-da, Australia, and I love their accents as well. Where was I? Oh yeah, accents, Germany. Um, so when I lived down there in 88, 99, my au pair dad, he was going to be in some movie. He was an actor. In some movie where he had to speak English in about 6 months' time or so. And he was trying to get me to teach him some English. and I had to bite my tongue every time he opened his mouth because the accent was horrible. He is better today. I've seen him in movies, but back then, yikes. You can't sleep? Wait, what time is it there? 6:30 in the morning, right? Yeah, you should be asleep at least a few more hours. How are you doing, Terry? What are you going to do this Monday? It's Monday in Australia, Sunday here. So I can't ask you how a Sunday's going, right? Have any plans today, Terry? I like it. I mean, in the US, it's kind of midday by now, right? Some mid afternoon. And in Australia, it's morning. And here it's night. Love it. I mean, it's 9:30 here. It's great. I love that. I heard someone say that it was hard to understand the time differences. That when it's morning somewhere, then it's, mid afternoon, evening here. It's like, why can't it just be the same? Like, because we live different places on the planet, it can't all be the same time. Yeah. 3:30 Eastern time. What would EDT means? I mean, East is Eastern Standard Time. So what would EDT? What's the D? Daytime? 5:30. Yes, sorry, 5:30. Francesca has to go. Food shopping time, and it is a stunning day here, and we want to enjoy some of it before it's over. Okay, Francesca, enjoy your shopping and have fun with your husband enjoying the great weather. DDT is daylight savings. Huh. You fall back in November. See, that is the confusing of it. Why don't we just have the time turn on the same time? Because ours is November too, but I think different days. 2:30 Central. Bye, Francesca. Have a great week. Love you. You have no plans today, so no hanging out with the grandkids or anything? Yeah, I know you don't work, but yeah. It was good seeing you, Francesca, and thank you for the sneak peek. Yeah, exactly. But I would believe that, the time turn would be the same, the same date. That would be so much. I remember, this spring when we had the time turn, I had to remember that for 2 weeks, my lives were earlier in the US. Yeah, because you had, or was it the other way around? Did we turn first? No, because then the lives was later in the US. So, my little brain had to work. Oh dear. Yeah, last weekend in October. So see, they changed in November. So we're the first. So then for a week or two, it will be an hour later. No, an hour early. My brain, I can't. Oh, I can't. So if we go 1 hour back, then 7 would be an hour later. So that will be an hour later in your end of the neck. See, my brain can't know. It is confusing, yes. Yes, and summertime last weekend in March. And I think in the US it was April. My brain can compute. So it will just be a lot easier if you know this date, no matter where you live. What is it in Australia, Terry? When do you change time? Jess, you're noticing it as well. I mean, a month and a half ago, we had sunlight until midnight almost, and now it was dark about 8:30 or something. I hate it. Right, Don? It's so confusing explaining to a child. Plus, the internal clock is messed up for weeks afterwards. You don't have that, Jess? You don't have the time turns? Which kitty was that? Hi, Perry. Meow, meow. The poor baby. Yeah, okay, so I have a kitten talking to me, and I need my medication, and I need to get medication for Max. So, even though we just got Terry in here, yeah, meow, he's calling for his mama. You don't have that late sunset, Jess? It's kind of the same when we've been in Turkey. Around 7:30, it's dark. And I'm like, but yeah. It was so great seeing all of you today. We went on for 2.5 hours today. They missed me. Yes, I've been in here for almost 3 hours now. So I better go out and talk to them a little. But it was great seeing you all today. And thank you for all the chit chatting and for, just being there and giving me way too much praise for one person. But it was great seeing you all. And I hope you will be back next week and that you will watch my content. um, but yeah, have a great week. Have a great Sunday, everybody. And you wish you a great Monday, Terry. So thank you for being here, everybody. Bye. Love you all and see you next week.